Welcome to another Rocky Mountain Sasquatch organization Roundtable drive. We're in the beautiful state of Oregon. We're up north of the famous Crater Lake, Oregon. We're up near Diamond Lake Loop. There's a couple of Bigfoot sightings that have happened at Diamond Lake. And then just a little ways north of here, what was the other name of the lake that we visited that has Bigfoot sightings? But anyway, we're around a couple of Bigfoot sighting locations. There's about 5 of them that we know of in this location, and that's just what's been reported and what we have found. Oregon is the #3 Bigfoot sighting hotspot in the lower 8 in the Pacific Northwest. It's #3 in the amount of sightings. But we're spending about a week in this location looking for Bigfoot. And y'all know the reason we do these drives, road crossing sightings are the most common. So, might as well have a camera rolling, or 2. Here's our backup camera. That's also rolling in case something goes wrong with this one. Jenny's here, by the way. Jenny and Kelly. Jenny's actually driving.
Yay for me.
Yeah, Jenny's always offering to drive. I like driving too. But yeah, see for your guys' self, this is a squatchy area. Yeah, there's people that have camped up here that have talked about Bigfoot sightings at night in camp, and there's a lot of daytime road crossings where the Bigfoot has crossed the road in this area. Today on a hike, Jenny had a tree that started shaking near where she was at. She didn't see what was shaking it, but she could hear the tree, a single tree being shook.
I was standing in front of what looked like a structure. All of the trees in the middle of this grove of trees had been bent down, centralized to make a round little hut structure,
like a dome,
like a domed structure. Yes, and these were like 3-4 inch around.
And then something starts shaking a tree.
And then on the other side of it, it was so thick, I heard this snap, 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 really big snaps. And then I could see this tree just shaking back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and nothing else was moving. Just this one tree was whipping back and forth, back and forth. It scared me, and I started backing out of the forest, backwards because I didn't want to turn my eyes away from anything because I couldn't figure out what it was. It scared me really bad. And then it just stopped. It stopped swinging back and forth. And then there was more snaps, snap, 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 big snaps. And then it was all just quiet again. And I retreated. I left the area quickly. It was quite weird. I couldn't see what was shaking the tree. I could just see the top of the tree just whipping back and forth. It was a very tall tree, but it wasn't very big around.
Right.
It was like a lodgepole pine.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was weird.
Yeah, when we were at the other lake on that hike, and you went down by the lake and left me up by the trail, I heard like a deep guttural noise, vocalization. I don't know what kind of animal it was. I was like, is that a moose making this guttural and then breathing out, you know, or a bear, or is it what we're up here looking for? I heard it but did not see it. I stayed quiet and walked quietly in the direction, and I had my camera going at the same time, and I'm gonna have to review that footage and see if I can hear its I mean, it made like a grumbling type noise before it exhaled, and it sounded like a big creature, like a large black bear or a moose or something. Wish I could have seen it. But that's what's motivated us to come up here and drive around, hike, camp. What's the place we're staying at? Chiqua? I think that's where the name of the place that we're staying. And we're staying there because there was a Bigfoot sighting in the area, so. And it's thick forest where we're camping, just like this. Same type of trees, everything. Yeah, where we're camping, we're going hiking and looking around at places where there were Bigfoot sightings in about a 50 square mile area. And in that 50 mile square area where we're at, we actually have 8 Bigfoot sighting report locations we're checking on. So 8 Bigfoot sightings that we just were interested in. There's more of them out there that we have found. These are just the ones that we were interested in visiting on this particular expedition. So, and we have visited all of the locations so far. So now that we've been to all the locations, we get to go back and start hiking at the ones that we think are the most promising.
Yeah, that, I think the lake is called La Mola or something like that.
Yes.
That is where we spent most of the time today.
Hiking.
And 2 different things happened to us strange, but both of them didn't happen while we were together. It was weird. Like, I walked down to the lake, and then Kelly heard that weird stuff happen to him. I think you heard some...
And then we split up again when the tree happened. It's like it doesn't happen when we're together.
No. We were... When we were up higher up above the lake is when I saw that structure, and I wandered over there and started filming it. And you were on the other side of me, on the other side of the forest thing. And
yeah, I was a good couple hundred yards from you when all that happened.
yeah, it would have been less scary if you were with me.
Diamond Lake's on our left. So we're looping Diamond Lake because there's several Bigfoot sightings around this lake and near this lake. A lot of places to camp here. A lot of opportunity for Bigfoot and people to cross paths. This whole area of Oregon is just amazing. You guys get a chance to do a Bigfoot expedition or a trip or mixed camping with Bigfooting. This is a great place, a lot of amenities. Just a beautiful part of Oregon, and there's a lot of beautiful parts of Oregon. A lot of Bigfoot activity in this state. As a matter of fact, most of the towns we go into, you know, they have something going on in their town about Bigfoot. You know, it's a big deal to people from Oregon. It looks like they know the creature lives in their forests.
We stopped at a place a couple days ago to eat that was in a place called Crescent, Oregon, and it was called Bigfoot Tavern. We had to go eat there because there was a big statue of Bigfoot in there, and when we went in there, they were doing a Bigfoot karaoke madness night.
Yeah. What did the t-shirt say that they were selling in there?
I got squatched.
Oh, I got squatched at Bigfoot Tavern, yeah. It's funny. Squatched. Squatch is becoming a verb. It can be a noun, it can be a verb. It's a squatchy area.
Yep. We've seen stickers on cars with Bigfoot. We've seen people wearing Bigfoot t-shirts.
Yeah, it's amazing.
They sell little Bigfoot dolls in the stores. It's amazing.
Yeah, you know you're in a Bigfoot area when every business
is selling
something about Bigfoot.
Yep.
I know some of the Bigfoot sighting reports that we're checking out, you know, they have their sighting and they walk into some business or whatever, and that's usually the first people they tell, and they're like, yup. They're nodding their heads like, yup. Happens all the time here.
Yep.
Yeah, the Bigfoot sighting reports is just the tip of the iceberg. Most people's sighting reports don't go beyond walking into a store or, you know, whatever.
Gas station, whatever.
Yeah, and saying, I just saw a Bigfoot. Maybe tell a couple of close friends, and that's it. So if you're watching this and you've had an encounter that you haven't reported, please, by all means, report it to us. If you want to stay anonymous, we will keep you anonymous. We just want to hear about your experience, where it happened, time of year, any description of the creature, any weird or scary things that may have played out, or if it's just a glimpse of one crossing the street from a distance, you know. We want to hear about it.
We just had somebody tell us their story. You were telling me about it this morning.
Yes, the guy posted a video on our on a Facebook site that we own. We own several of them, but the one that he posted on is Idaho Bigfoot sightings. And his Bigfoot sighting was like 12 days ago. And he put up he sent us a video to post. I just approved it this morning about his encounter south of Twin Falls, Idaho. And Twin Falls, Idaho, that's, you know, that isn't very far from the Oregon border if you can just go cross land, not have to follow the freeway or the roads. And then it's not that far from, well, not that far from Nevada either. And the north part of Nevada, that's where Jarbidge is, the Jarbidge mountain range. It's a Bigfoot sighting location. The Shoshone called it Tusaha Bits, which means cannibal giants. So, I mean, there are so many Bigfoot sightings from Idaho into Oregon, Nevada, California, Washington. I mean, this whole area, there's so many good places to go looking for Bigfoot because of the sighting reports. Documented his sighting by doing a video shortly after, so that, you know, he would have all the details, and in his own words, he didn't want to overthink it and twist foggy facts that, you know, so he did it right away, and that's great. I told him, great job. If we were sitting at home, we would have ran right out there, but we've already been in this area for 2 days, you know, so we'll try and make it out to that area as soon as we can for our next Bigfoot expedition.
Yeah.
We're actually going to go south of Twin Falls. May not be the exact spot that he was at, but we know of a great area that we have some cameras. So since there was a sighting, it's a good time to go check our cameras in the general area where his sighting was. I doubt his sighting was as far south as where we're going, but
we're going to drive through it.
Yes, we are. We might as well put it. So we're going to be there in about a week. But if we were sitting at home, we'd have just went right out there. But we're currently on an expedition in a great place.
Yeah, driving out to where he saw it would have only taken about 4 hours from where we live. We
actually drove past his Bigfoot sighting to get to where we're at.
Yes.
We had to drive past Twin Falls.
We did. And we didn't know about it until we were already in Oregon.
We didn't know about it till this morning. We've been here 2 days.
Yeah. Just saying. But,
yeah, we're actually on our 3rd day of our expedition.
Yeah, he said that imagine the biggest football player you've ever seen, and then it's even bigger. That's what he said, right?
Yep, that's exactly what he said. I'll put down in the description of this video, at the very bottom of the description, the link to our Idaho Bigfoot Sightings Facebook, and you guys can go watch his video. Just go on there and scroll down looking for it, and he says it near the top. His south of Twin Falls Bigfoot sighting. He put 4 videos there because right after his sighting, I mean, he had his phone. He grabbed his phone and he actually went after it, looking for footprints, hoping to get it on video. So he was filming right after it happened. Yeah, he went the extra mile. He video documented his sighting, even though he didn't catch the Bigfoot on video. But hey, you know, if you guys weren't able to do that, just go ahead and email us your kcshaw40@gmail.com. And that's the letter K, letter C, SHAW @gmail.com. I think
But it's Casey Shaw 40.
Oh, excuse me. Jenny has to type my email all the time. Yeah, kcshaw40@gmail.com. We'd love to get it.
The name of the town we're staying in is Chiloquin.
Chiloquin, I was close.
Yeah.
Ain't even a town. we're out in the boondocks.
Yeah,
what are you talking about? You called it a town? The closest place that we're staying that has a town is Chiloquin. Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, the place we're staying actually is on a dirt road.
Lamolo. That's the other lake that, that's where we've had all the weird action, is Lamolo Lake. And pardon me if we're not saying it right. Lemolo. Lemolo.
Yeah.
So we visited a Bigfoot sighting south of the Crater Lake area. Then north of Crater Lake, Diamond Lake, and Lemolo Lake. So in that stretch, we've visited 5 Bigfoot sighting locations. We've also visited one in Lapine. And there's another lake that was north.
Subtle Lake.
There, yeah, Subtle Lake.
We hiked around Subtle Lake.
We also visited a Bigfoot sighting location in Sumter. I think, was Sumter the one where the miner had the Bigfoot sighting? I believe that was Sumter. That's actually like away. That was on our way from the border of Oregon on the way in. We're like south central Oregon right now.
Yeah, we had one that was in Sisters. We went and saw those pretty mountains. We went into Sisters.
The 3 sisters look like volcanoes to me.
They're neat. And then just past Sisters was the Subtle Lake sighting. Alright, so we had the sighting at Sisters. And then just past Sisters, we had the sighting at Subtle Lake. And we went and hiked around there. And then we made our way back through, and we were in Lapine, where we saw another sighting location. And then we were in, there was one more that day.
I know. They start blurring together. We visit so many of the locations and look around. It's awesome. Okay, so you guys keep watching our channel and look for those Bigfoot sighting reports. Those names will be in the titles when we actually put those out. So we're going to be going to other Bigfoot sighting locations while we're on this Bigfoot expedition. If we see anything exciting, we'll certainly let you know. Keep on watching. We're going to keep on squatching.